Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today it's a very important one because today we are going to be talking about all the different ways to maximize your testosterone levels as a man. As many of you might know, men are going through a testosterone crisis at the moment due to many societal and nutritional factors. Some of the more important reasons are because most of us are becoming more sedentary and are not incentivized or motivated by society to achieve hard things in life anymore, as well as our diets getting worse due to the abundance of processed foods and the chemicals inside them that we are consuming. This is why over the last 50 years testosterone levels in men have gone down drastically, and why it is incredibly important now, more than ever before, to make sure you have optimal levels of testosterone. Testosterone gives us our confidence, drive, motivation, and helps us build and maintain muscle mass and strength. Without adequate levels of this hormone, we would have none of these things. Not only does a lack of testosterone make us weak physically and mentally, but it also makes us more unattractive to the opposite gender, as most women are attracted to the traits given to us by testosterone, in fact. So without further delay, let's get on to how to maximize your testosterone. First thing you're going to have to do to increase your testosterone levels is to compete more. We as men have competed for power and status since the dawn of human time, so we can reproduce with as many women as possible. This is basic biology 101. Every time we compete for power, status and women, our testosterone rises. So we are able to be as confident and dangerous as possible to be able to protect those assets and or gain these assets. So make sure to compete in as many competitions as possible through either physical sports or mental ones to increase your testosterone as much as possible. When we men compete in something we enjoy, it is when us men get the most pleasure out of life. An interesting study showcasing this was published by the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health, published in February 2020. Showing a preliminary study on testosterone response to an official chess tournament. It stated that, according to the challenge hypothesis, high levels of testosterone are associated with status-seeking behaviors, especially in competitive situations. The samples gathered for this study were 6 male participants with experience in official tournaments. The study concluded that after 5 competition rounds per participant, higher rival pre-competition testosterone concentrations were shown when playing against the best-rated participants. The multi-level model confirmed rises in rivals' pre-competitive testosterone levels modulated by the difference in the opponent's ELO rating. These results suggest that the rival status can determine the opponent's anticipatory neuroendocrine responses to an official chess tournament. Another study showcasing this was published by Hormones and Behavior on July 2020, showing us testosterone reactivity to competition and competitive endurance in men and women. We'll just be focusing on the data that was shown for the men. It states that transient shifts in testosterone occur during competition and are thought to positively influence dominance behavior aimed at enhancing social status. And the results showed that a positive relationship between testosterone reactivity and performance for men, particularly those who won or ranked highest among their group, with increasing testosterone predicting better performance and decreasing testosterone predicting worse performance. The second thing you must do to maximize your testosterone levels is to lift heavy weights at the gym. Lifting heavy weights at the gym has shown to increase our testosterone. This is due to a survival mechanism, as testosterone is produced when men go through hard times, such as pushing through resistance in the form of other humans or heavy objects. This testosterone that is released will also aid the muscle growth process, and to allow our muscles to recover as fast as possible. So make sure you are able to lift heavy weights several times a week to reap the benefits. Just make sure to execute the movements with proper form and technique so that you do not end up hurting yourself, obviously.
A great study showcasing this was published by the Journal of Applied Physiology, published on the 1st of September 1999, showcasing the effects of heavy resistance training on hormonal response pattern in younger versus older men. The study took groups of men that participated in a 10-week periodized strength power training program. The test that was used to evaluate the exercise-induced responses was 4 sets of 10 repetition maximum squats with about 90 seconds of rest between sets. Training-induced increases in free testosterone at rest and with exercise was shown in the younger group, as well as the older group, demonstrating a significant increase in total testosterone in response to the exercise stress. Another study showcasing this was a comparative study to mechanisms of aging and development published in August 1989, showcasing the effects of progressive resistance training on growth hormone and testosterone levels in young and elderly subjects. The study is based on basal levels of GH and testosterone that were measured in young and elderly subjects before and after a 12-week training program, with the subjects completing 3 sets of lifts with an 8 to 10 repetitions per set. It concluded that the testosterone response to an acute bout of exercise was not significant but did increase in both age groups. In conclusion, the data presented indicated that strength training can induce growth hormone and testosterone release regardless of age.
The third thing you must do to maximize your testosterone is to take in adequate levels of zinc. There is scientific evidence that a diet rich in zinc will increase your testosterone levels by a lot. Zinc has been implicated in many aspects of male reproduction, such as testicular development, testosterone synthesis, and sperm quality. Foods that are most high in zinc are any form of red meat, especially beef, and oysters. You could also take a zinc supplement to help you meet your daily recommended intake.
A study showcasing this was a review done by the Journal of Trace Elements in Medicine and Biology, published in March of 2023, very recently, showcasing the correlation between serum, zinc and testosterone. It stated that zinc is involved in various biological processes, an important function of which is a balancer of hormones such as testosterone. Studies related to the influence of zinc on serum testosterone were selected and summarized, including the effects of dietary zinc deficiency and zinc supplementation on testosterone concentrations. It concluded that zinc deficiency reduces testosterone levels and zinc supplementation improves testosterone levels, and concluded that serum zinc was positively correlated with total testosterone in men. Another study showcasing this was a comparative study done by Nutrition, published on May 1996, showcasing zinc status and serum testosterone levels of healthy adults. This study showed the consequences of a severe and moderate deficiency of this mineral. It studied the relationship between cellular zinc concentrations and serum testosterone cross-sectionally in 40 normal men aged 20 to 80 years of age. The researchers measured serum testosterone before and during marginal zinc deficiency induced by restricting their dietary zinc intake. And the study concluded that dietary zinc restriction in normal young men was associated with a significant decrease in serum testosterone concentrations after 20 weeks of zinc restriction, thus concluding that zinc may play an important role in modulating serum testosterone levels in normal men.
The fourth thing you must do to maximize your testosterone is to have sex as frequent as possible. Yes, guys, this is the reason why we ultimately have the desire to sleep with women. Testosterone was created for us to be able to achieve our primary purpose in life from a biological perspective. which is to pass on our genes and ensure our lineage continues on to the next generation. Having lots of sex with your partner will make you feel great and release a lot of testosterone in the process. Try it out, let me know what you think.
A crazy study showcasing this was a comparative study published by the Archives of Sexual Behavior, published on October of 2011, showcasing salivary testosterone levels in men at a US sex club. The study stated that vertebrate males commonly experience elevations in testosterone levels in response to sexual stimuli such as presentation of a novel mating partner, and wanted to confirm this hypothesis. It investigated salivary testosterone levels in men either watching or participating in sexual activity at a large US sex club. The subjects averaged 40 years of age and participated between the hours of 11 p.m. and 2:10 a.m. The results, with no surprise, revealed that testosterone levels increased about 36% among men during a visit to the club, with the magnitude of testosterone changing significantly greater among participants compared with the observers. That the men's testosterone changes were completely unrelated to their age.
The fifth thing you must do to increase your testosterone levels is to sleep enough. Sleep is arguably the most important action you can do to increase, but more importantly, maintain your testosterone levels as men. When we men sleep is when most of our testosterone is produced, in fact. Without adequate sleep, our bodies will be under recovered, and so our body will prioritize our health and recovery instead of increasing our testosterone. Aim for about 8 to 10 quality hours per sleep at night for optimal testosterone levels.
This study by JAMA, published on May 27, 2015, showcased the effect of 1 week of sleep restriction on testosterone levels in young healthy men. The 10 healthy men in this study had a mean age of 24.3, and their total sleep time decreased from 8 hours and 55 minutes to around 4 hours and 48 minutes. The study showed that testosterone levels were obviously lower after sleep restriction was applied than in the group that was in the rested condition.
The sixth thing you must do to increase your testosterone levels is to reduce your mental stress as much as possible. When we go through chronic mental stress, it crushes our testosterone levels because it tells our bodies that we as men need to prioritize and navigate more important situations that threaten our survival rather than being able to focus on breathing with the opposite gender. So make sure to reduce your stress and deal with important situations as often as possible.
A review study conducted by Nature Reviews Urology, published on July of 2015, wanted to review the effects of psychological stress on male fertility. It defines psychological stress as any uncomfortable emotional experience accompanied by predictable biochemical, physiological, and behavioral changes or responses. It states that many clinical studies have shown that stress is associated with reduced paternity and abnormal semen parameters, and that enough scientific evidence exists to suggest that psychological stress could severely affect spermatogenesis, mainly as a result of varying testosterone secretion, and concluded that stress as a causative factor in male infertility cannot be ignored, and patients should be made aware of its effects on testicular function and fertility.
The seventh thing you must do to increase your testosterone levels is to intake enough fats. Yes, guys, ingesting quality healthy fats such as olive oil, salmon, eggs, and nuts will increase your testosterone levels. This is because when fats are ingested, our body converts this into cholesterol, and this cholesterol is what our body is going to convert into testosterone and aid our testosterone levels.
A study showcasing this was a meta-analysis published by the Journal of Steroid Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, published on June of 2021, did a systematic review on low-fat diets and testosterone in men and their relation, with the results showing that there were significant decreases in sex hormones on low-fat versus high-fat diets. Concluded that the low-fat diets appear to decrease testosterone levels in men.
The eighth thing you must do to increase your testosterone levels is to reduce your exposure to estrogenic substances as much as possible. We in modern times are unfortunately being exposed to estrogenic substances, which research has proven to be detrimental to our testosterone levels and cause infertility if we are exposed to them for long enough periods of time. This is a huge contributor to the reason why men's testosterone levels have declined overall over the last 50 years. Here are 3 sources of estrogenics that you need to be aware of. The first one is disinfection byproducts found in tap water, such as fluoride.
A review study showcasing just this was published by Chemosphere on December of 2020, showcasing the effect of fluoride on endocrine tissues and their secretory functions, and stated that the current body of knowledge suggested that significant effects of that mineral on reducing sex hormone levels, which may consequently impair fertility and disrupt puberty.
The second one is polyester found in clothes, especially your pants, which can disrupt testosterone production and potentially cause infertility by reducing your sperm count.
A study published by Archives of Andrology between September and October of 1996 showcases the effect of different types of textiles on male sexual activity. It showed the effect of different types of textile underpants on sexual activity in 50 men. All subjects were potent and sexually active. The sexual behavior was assessed before and after 6 and 12 months of wearing the pants and 6 months after their removal. The sexual activity reduction was more manifest in the pure polyester than in the polyester/cotton mix group. The cotton and wool groups showed insignificant changes. Polyester containing pants generated EP, which may induce electrostatic fields in the intrapenile structures and could explain the diminished sexual activity. Thus, polyester underpants could have an injurious effect on human sexual activity. Another disturbing study on the effects of polyester was conducted by Urological Research, published in around 1993, showcasing the effect of different types of textile fabric on spermatogenesis. The study showcased 24 dogs that were divided into 2 equal groups, one of which wore cotton underpants and the other wore polyester ones, and were worn continuously for 24 months. By the end of the 24 months, there was a significant decrease in sperm count and motile sperms. The testicular biopsy showed degenerative changes. After garment removal, the semen character improved gradually to normal in 10 dogs. However, 2 remained oligospermic, meaning that they had severely reduced sperm counts. The polyester pants thus had a deleterious effect on spermatogenesis in the dogs. I would not be personally surprised if the polyester pants were instead done with human subjects and provided with the same results.
The third one is BPAs found in receipts.
A study published by the Comparative Biochemistry and Psychology, Toxicology and Pharmacology, published on July of 2022, stated that BPA disrupted the testes' testosterone levels. It states that bisphenol, or BPA for short, is a widely used endocrine disruptor which has attracted much attention due to its harmful effects on male reproduction. The results showed that BPA exposure induced lower testosterone levels, and that BPA significantly increased estrogen receptor levels in males.
So to reduce your exposure to these estrogenic substances, you must install a filtration system in your tap water, and wear clothes made from anything other than polyester material, as well as avoiding touching BPA receipts as much as possible. The ninth and final thing that you can do to significantly increase your testosterone levels is to reduce your body fat if you are overweight. Listen guys, if you have a body fat percentage over 25%, you are considered clinically obese and you must lose this weight. This is because the fat cells are known to retain estrogens, and this will suppress your testosterone levels massively.
A more persuading study conducted by the Clinical Endocrinology, published on April of 2013, examined testosterone concentrations in young pubertal and post-pubertal obese males. The results showed that obese males had a significantly lower total testosterone and free testosterone concentrations as compared to the lean males, and that the study concluded testosterone concentrations of young obese pubertal and post-pubertal males are 40 to 50% lower than those with normal BMI. Obesity in young males is associated with low testosterone concentration. This study thus highlights the importance of men needing to maintain healthy body fat levels.
Thanks for making it to the end of this video. I hope you guys have understood why testosterone is so important in men and all the different ways you can do to increase it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And remember, keep fighting for the life you want to live. This is Xavier, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.